This has been a long road to get to this point.
It's going to be a great flight tomorrow. It's the big moment. You got it, right?
Yeah.
You do? Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Aviation's been in our family since the kids are very young, and 20 years have gone by since we started really flying as a family, and now we're at the point where Ally has got full approval, got her wings, and she can take us as the pilot.
The goal was always to get into the PC-12. Like, just period, end of story. That's where I was headed. So I think just finally getting that check off as of now, it's a pretty cool moment. He's actually really excited about it.
You know, how do you get that opportunity with your child, where you're peer-to-peer? What a bond. Aviation in your family becomes such a part of the family. So that whole concept that we're doing something that we're not meant to do, which is fly, comes with a certain responsibility as a family. When we pull into the airport, it all changes. We're two pilots.
You speak a different language when you're talking about aviation. As soon as you get into the plane, the fact that it's Dad and I, it's just kind of, it's like our thing. It's just kind of cool.
Speed under to 30
Yeah. We'll get there. I gotta get down a little bit too.
Yeah. You're right at
Plenty
30
of
flap
space.
speed, you can knock those down and then dive down.
If I had to describe Dad, I would say he was absolutely brilliant. He's generous, and he's very patient, but really he's just brilliant.
She is a bit of a perfectionist.
He's wrong. He's the perfection, and I'm trying to meet him.
Her stick and rudder skills are so great. They're so great to watch.
We've figured out how to work together. In the beginning, it was maybe a little bit rougher.
She has a high bar on herself. It can be challenging when you're sitting with her because she does a perfect job and says, no, that landing wasn't up to snuff.
I'm always trying to get to where he's at. I'm always 10 steps behind. I'll get there.
I get nervous when she pulls out of the lot in the car. What do you think it's like when she flies? I remember when she was so little and sitting in the back of the plane, and now look, she's taken off on her own. It's amazing.
I think a lot of pilots might be surprised to hear that I transitioned from a 172 into a PC-12. I think that the time that I spent in training, the time that I spent sitting right seat with Dad with the Legacy, then into the NG, kind of made that transition a little bit easier. And I think it speaks volumes to what the PC-12 is capable of doing, what the Pilatus team has created.
My decision to get a Pilatus was still very much at the time when people were questioning whether single engine was the answer in this kind of class of aircraft. The simplicity of being able to fly that plane, the comfort that you had, the confidence that you had, was way better than any other aircraft I'd ever flown. Just the way they put together a product, the way they think it through, is unlike any other company I've ever met, ever. And I have seen some of the best of the best. These guys are the best.
The Pilatus family, I think first and foremost, is the most incredible family in the world. There's just nothing like it, and knowing that you've got a Swiss flag on the back of the plane is something that you're just proud of, even though you're from the US. We've gone to visit the factory a couple times, and watching how pristine everything and how perfect everything is, you feel so good and you're so confident in a PC-12. From slowing down to speeding up to dropping into very small remote areas to then actually getting to kind of keep up with the big boys into any large airport is a very unique thing to the PC-12 and very exciting to be a part of.
I like being in a place where maybe I don't have all the answers. When some people read books, I aviate, I drive cars. We found a track where we get to land our aircraft right on the straightaway.
fact that he gets to drive a PC-12 onto a track, park it 10 feet from the track, and then jump into a car and drive however fast they go. I mean, that's like a dream come true for him. It's epic. It's the coolest thing. To get into his passion and then share the passion with him is pretty crazy. There's very few things that you would connect on that, I think, with a dad.
I'm so lucky. I know that that's an amazing thing to have in your life, to have your kids be a part of something you're so interested in.
There's nothing like it.